8 or 24?
Number 8. 24 was more challenging.
It's Monday, so that means 3 things. 1, I'm not your MCM. 2, it's a Mamba Monday. And 3, it's time for the 24 podcast. How you guys doing? I'm your host, the product of poverty's environment, the Tobechukwu. Hope you guys enjoyed your week. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Well, I should say weeks and weekends, because I didn't see you guys last week. Had some running around to do, take care of some business. I wasn't shooting when I got home, but I was too fucking tired. Wasn't shooting an episode Tuesday morning, but I was like, Mama Tuesday doesn't even sound right. So I was like, you know what else can happen in the week that I miss? Not too much. We'll get into some, how can I put this, I guess gender role reversals or double standards, but we'll get into that. But anyway, from last week, Will Smith smacked Chris Rock at the Oscars, blah, 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 blah. He got suspended for 10 years from the Academy, which just means he can't vote on movies. It's not that big of a deal. He wasn't fined or anything like that. Because think about it. He hit somebody on camera. He could have been arrested. A brawl could have ensued or whatever. None of that happened. Chris Rock is currently on tour. And he said he's not going to talk about it until he gets paid. Which means could be a book. Could be an interview. Another tour special on Netflix or HBO or something like that. Who knows? Because they ain't talking about it until they get a check. Not mad at that. People are still upset about the whole shit. I don't know why people are still talking about it. But since they are, let me just throw a little monkey wrench into the bullshit. So I really don't be watching award shows and shit like that, because I watch superhero movies and comedies and things I watch. Normally, they do win awards, but it's not televised. So I'm not going to see that shit anyway. Same thing with like the Grammys, whatever. I listen to gangster shit, trap music, a little underground shit, stuff that's not going to get awards or even performances. So I don't watch. So I didn't know that one of the 3 hosts from the Oscars, Regina Hall, Amy Schumer, and Wanda Sykes, Regina Hall made a hair joke about LeBron James. Hear me out. See what I did there? Hear me out. Anyway, dad joke. She said that Space Jam 2 should have received an Oscar for special effects the way they did LeBron's hairline. So I'm like, what if Savannah James, LeBron James' lovely wife, got up out of her seat, walked on stage, and slapped the shit out of Regina Hall? Because we're all for protecting black women and protecting your wife, your spouse, your husband as well. LeBron James. He may not have alopecia, but it's well known he's balding and this and the fourth. He might be sensitive to it. Because I'm quite sure Jada Pinkett self-diagnosed herself with alopecia, because, I mean, come on, man. Not everybody knew. She had been rocking Caesars and Bobs and shortcuts her whole damn career. But anyway. And some folks were saying, well, it's not the same because LeBron doesn't have an illness. He's just balding. It's literally the same shit. And let's stop with the illness. She's not dying. She's not going through chemo or nothing like that, man. And the woman even said before, she doesn't care who talks about her hair. But it's a little double. It's like, what do you guys think about that? Like, What if a chick says something that you might not think was funny to your man? You gonna step in? A lot of people think it's cool that another man hit another man on TV, black man on TV, in honor of a woman. And a lot of times, I'm not gonna say a lot of times, I'm gonna say some. 50-50, I'm not gonna generalize. Sometimes women are the reason why men get into these dumb situations. I'm not saying it's always the woman's fault. I'm just saying, like, these particular situations. You run and get your man ends up either getting into a fight, getting hurt, going to jail, getting killed. Tiffany Haddish's like, oh, I think that's the greatest showman, greatest way to show love. Another man assaulting another man on TV. If anything, she should have stopped him. But besides all that, I'm gonna give you some examples of situations that went wrong. There used to be a seafood spot in the Bronx I used to go to called Simply Seafood. It's on White Plains. The owner had fired one of the cooks or whatever. She came back to get her final check. He said, I don't have it, come back tomorrow. She didn't want to come back the next day. They're going back and forth arguing, he tells her to leave. She goes and calls her husband. Her husband comes, he's moving furniture around, he's upset, cursing up a storm, blah, blah, blah. The owner goes and grabs his gun. He goes to pistol whip him. The gun goes off, shoots him in the neck, he bleeds out and dies. Now, the owner didn't have to get a gun, but you didn't have to call your husband. You could have said, you know what, I'll just call the Better Business Bureaus or something like that. Or you could have just waited till the next day. Now you're out of your little $300. Your husband is dead. You got to bury him. Hell, even the dumbass owner, he's in jail for life right now. True story. True story. I'll give another example. My younger sister, she got into something in the park one day. A dude said he took her phone. So I'm like, yo, do you have his phone? She said no. I said, yo, she ain't got it. He said, nah, F that. I want my phone. But before I even came downstairs, she told me what was going on. I was like, yo, who's outside? She said, oh, the whole neighborhood's outside. I'm like, all right. This is why I'm still living in Philly. I have no access to no weapons, nothing like that. So I go and grab the biggest knife I can find in the kitchen. I put on 2 pair of ball shorts, have the knife in between one of them, drawstring around it so it doesn't fall out or nothing like that. So I go downstairs. That's why I'm talking to the kid like, yo, she said she ain't got your phone, she ain't got your phone. I think he made an attempt to like try to tap her pockets. I said, nah, we ain't doing that. His uncle steps in like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, he said she took her phone. I was like, yo, she ain't got the phone. So what you gonna do? Like, come on, I'm by myself. And my son is outside too with my other sister. My son's about 2-3 years old. I'm like, yo, take Myles upstairs. No one's listening. No one's taking my son upstairs because I don't know what may happen. I may have to stab somebody. I might have to get into a scuffle, fight somebody. And y'all brought me into this bullshit. At least I could do is take my child upstairs. This is what I'm saying. A lot of y'all ladies need to be careful when y'all call y'all boyfriends, husbands, cousins, whoever. Because it can go bad real fast. So all that, oh, that's what you're supposed to do, this and the fourth. Nah. Some things you gotta let go. I'll give you another example. While in college, dating my son's mother. Now, if you know my son's mother, she has a little attitude, a little mouth on her, you know what I'm saying? She got into it with somebody. She was like, F you. You don't know who my man is, this and the fourth. At the time, I was a very successful plant pharmacist, so to speak. Then when she's telling me what's in the fourth, describe this in the fourth, I'm like, oh, you talking about so-and-so? Oh, that's my man. And I'm thinking about it like, yo, what were you doing? Because I know her. You know what I'm saying? Because some women, they know how to push a dude's buttons. And some of them like throwing that suck my dick word around. And that's when they really want to be a man and they end up getting treated like a man. I'm sorry. That's how it goes with some folks. But anyway, so I'm gonna wait to the library. I see homie and I'm like, yo, what's up? I dap him up. I'm like, yo, did you get into an argument with a girl? Like, describe yourself on the phone. He's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? She's in the phone. I was like, yo, that's my shorty. I apologize for the way she acting this and the forth. But yo, I'm gonna need you to apologize to her. Because she didn't like what you said. I'm apologizing to her on your behalf. And I was, before you said anything, I was like, check this out though. After that, she ain't gonna say shit to you. You ain't gonna say shit to her. And we gonna leave it at that. Dap me up, said, I got you, respect it. Boom. I mean, that could have went left too. Cause me and him could have been scrapping. He could have been like, nah, fuck you and fuck her. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, be careful. And over the weekend, a young man named Christian, we gonna say Toby, Obumseli, because he's from Nigeria, whatever, 27, was stabbed by his white girlfriend Courtney Clenny in their Florida luxury apartment. And think about this. As soon as he was killed or whatever, some tweets of his from 10 years ago surfaced about him talking about how he doesn't date black girls. Well, he was saying things he doesn't like about black girls. Let me be more specific. And then other women then there was black women on Twitter saying, well, good for him that he's dead. That's who he wanted to be with, right? Killed by the ones you wanted. I'm like, yo, does a motherfucker really deserve all that? Like, because when I see black girls posting about how they prefer white dudes over black men, I mean, I really don't care. Like, I don't go into a rage or whatever and something happens to them, like, good for them. I don't care. It's like, hey, I'm not their type. There's over 1 billion women in the world. Why would I be stuck on one person who doesn't find me attractive? And the crazy thing about it is, his white friends jumped to his defense on Twitter or whatever and was like, yo, you want everybody to know that he was never the aggressor. She's an aggressive person. When she gets mad, she gets to swinging. And Toby wouldn't do anything to make her want to stab him. They actually went out there and said that because they were like, yo, we don't want this to be a case where a white person kills a black person and nothing happens to them. He was our friend. So I think that was dope that they stepped up for him. But back to the black women hating him now because of the tweets. I'm gonna find these tweets real quick. Mind you, they're from 10 years ago, right? I got like a couple of them. He goes, OOMF. I really don't know what that means still. Anyway, black girls are born knowing how to shake their ass. Me, honestly, I don't care. They're not my type. The way black girls disgrace themselves on TV. ... This is in 2012. What else? He says, full of ignorant black women. Once again, I'm tired of these black girls in my government class. Black girls aren't the only ones who can cook in the world. Yeah. It's not that deep. So I thought to myself, recently, a young lady from Connecticut named Lauren Smith Fields was found dead in her apartment when she went out on a date with some 37-year-old white man. I don't have his name right in front of me. I don't have my phone in front of me. I'm looking for the name right now, but I'm like, hold up. She did something similar. She had retweeted some things from just last year. Now, homie's tweets is from 10 years ago. although he's dating a white woman now. But yeah. She reposted a tweet from someone that says, "When I start dating white men, just know I tried my hardest with you coloreds." And she quoted with, "This me as fuck." Another post where she reposted from somebody named Snow Bunny White. A picture of a girl laughing. And the quote says, "Me after my sugar daddy wife dragged me." So pretty much she was one of them little sugar babies and whatnot, smashing whoever was paying. Then people were trying to say, well, she didn't disrespect any black men. She just said, like, "I'm done with you black dudes. I'm fucking with white dudes. Don't be mad at me." Then someone added a little sauce to it and said, no, what she means is she tried dating black men and they just, wasn't as nice to her as white men, so now she's dating white men, so don't be mad. I'm like, yo, they pretty much did the same shit. And you don't see there were people dragging her. Some, lightly. But why are people like this? Someone passes, they find your old tweets and it's like, nah, fuck them now. Yo, someone lost their life. Someone's dead. It's like when George Floyd was killed and they were trying to go drum up his past and whatnot. Say, well, he was this, that, and the fourth. Who cares if he died? Like, people were saying that. People pick and choose what kind of ammo they want to use, It's sad and it's nasty. Oh, the white girl is out on bail right now and she posted new content the day after she was out of jail. How about that? I mean, the alleged killer in Lauren's case is free as well. The police labeled her death accidental for the drugs that was concocted together that she was using, whatever. That shit's sad. Personally, I think the whole internet dating shit is crazy. It's unsafe. Especially for women. But for dudes, just as bad too. Dudes, men, be careful out here. I'm gonna read you a quick situation that happened. An NYC woman lured the man on Instagram and tortured him for 400K. Dude met some chick on Instagram, whatever. He went to the crib, the address she gave him. First of all, you never go to somebody's crib for the first time when you don't know them from Adam and Eve. You don't do that. As soon as he came in, dudes beat him down. They FaceTimed his brother, said, yo, give us 100K or we gonna kill him. Long story short, the police found him wrapped up in a moving rug, I believe, gagged. He was cut up, stabbed, burned. The girl's brother or cousin, I think, was in the truck, in the U-Haul truck, waiting. Madness. I believe he didn't make it. Yeah. Then also, this one is even crazier. An off-duty CO. And this dude actually happens to work with my brother-in-law and my cousin. He was on a date, met some chick online. He's in the car. Dude's come around the corner trying to rob him. He had his gun on him. Blasted them. Sheesh. It's dangerous out here, man. Look, that's why I'd rather just, I'm not gonna lie now, now I think, yeah, I'd rather just deal with my ex on and off than deal with these strangers and risk my life. It's nasty out here, man. But yeah. R.I.P. Lauren Fields and R.I.P. Toby. They both ain't deserve that shit. At the end of the day, they were just out, just on a date trying to have fun. Another just trying to have a relationship with somebody. End up getting murdered. R.I.P. But now some lighter news. Playoffs. NBA playoffs. Yes, I know the Lakers fucking stink. They finished 8 games under 500. They didn't even make the play-in tournament. They shut down LeBron and AD and Russell the last 3 or 4 games. Whatever. Vogel's fired. He deserves better than that. He found out during their press conference. They didn't even wait 24 hours. Lord of mercy. So the play-in tournament, I'm trying to explain this to you guys as best as I can. Because it's still new to me, man. Starts tomorrow. Game 1, the 8th seed and the 7th seed, the Cleveland Cavaliers against the Brooklyn Nets. Game 2 is on Wednesday in the East. The Hornets versus the Hawks. And the winner of Game 2 is that loser Game 1. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So here how it goes. The winner of Game 1 will be the East 7th seed and face the Boston Celtics in the first round. The winner of Game 3 will be the 8th seed and face the Miami Heat in the first round. Western Conference on Tuesday tomorrow, Minnesota Timberwolves are playing the Clippers. And on Wednesday, the Spurs are playing the Pelicans. The winner of Game 1 will meet the West 7th seed, the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round, and the winner of Game 3 will be the 8th seed and face the Phoenix Suns in the first round. Interesting. Okay, so I honestly got a feeling Cleveland's going to upset the Nets. It might be Cleveland and Charlotte in 7-8 seed. And I think it will be the Clippers and the Pelicans in the 7-8 seed. That's just me. That's just me. You know? But let's see who's playing in the actual playoffs. That's the first round starts motherfucking, I believe, this Saturday. Oh, double check. I'm behind. I'm sorry, you guys. All right, boom. Yep. This Saturday the 16th, the Jazz are at the Mavericks. Raptors at Sixers. Nuggets at Warriors. All right. I'm not gonna lie, I think the Mavs got this series. The Jazz look like they fucking defeated. They don't even want to play with each other no more. I don't care who play the Grizzlies. I think they're gonna win regardless. They're on fire right now. The Sixers and the Raptors, I don't know. I believe Thibault cannot play in Toronto because he's not fully vaccinated. They said he got the first shot, but didn't get the second. I mean, he could get the shot now and play Saturday, but whatever, man. Nuggets and Warriors. I'll still go with the Warriors. I'm not gonna bet against them, man. Like, it's the fucking Warriors. But on Sunday, could be either Cleveland, Charlotte, Brooklyn, or motherfucking, I forgot the other team, playing the Celtics. But the Celtics came a long way. Because at one point, we didn't know what the fuck we were gonna get from them. But hey, man, they here. They here. Bulls and Bucks. Bulls started off good this season, and just after injuries with Lonzo, Caruso, Levine, they just did a bad slide. I wouldn't be surprised if they get swept, but hopefully they get at least one game. Suns is beating whoever they play. I'm sorry. And who I think gonna take it this year? You know, I'm gonna go with the Suns. Like, I don't even think Ben Simmons is a factor. They said if the Nets make it past the play-in tournament, that Ben Simmons might play the first round, but he has back problems, so who knows? I would talk about power and Snowfall, but there's 2 episodes left of Snowfall, and there's 1 episode left of Power Force. All I'm gonna say is this: Franklin can't trust nobody. It's gonna go down the next episode. It's going down the season finale of Power Force. All I'm gonna say about that. Woo, madness. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about the case with Lauren, the case with Toby, why you think it's cool for people to bring up their old tweets about their dating preference and saying it's okay that they were killed. Who y'all picks for the fucking NBA Finals? Who y'all picks for the play-in tournament? You know what I'm saying? Talk about that shit in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Before I let go, go to the shop, cop the HustleMania tee, long sleeve, short sleeve. I got Scully's too. And like I always say, like, share, subscribe, and comment. I told y'all to comment a few seconds ago too, so I'm telling y'all for like the second time. God is good, God is great. Thank God my paper's straight. I am the Tobechukwu. Peace out.